Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to be diving into my 3 best teams for the Element Cup, guys. Now we've got the Element Cup dropping this coming Monday at 1 p.m. GMT. So if you're in the States and you're on the East Coast, that's about 4 p.m. And guys, I can't tell you how ready I am to be done with Ultra League. I don't know if you guys are on the same page or not, but my goodness, it is just so rough getting through this cycle of Ultra League. You know, it's tough. I got a lot of XL teams. You know, it's game crashing. You know, I don't want to bring it's not about the Ultra League. This is about the Element Cup. So guys, yeah, I'm so excited for it, guys. I'm going to be playing a lot of Element Cup. I'm so excited. So I thought, why not go over my 3 best teams? And so that's what we're going to do, guys. As you can see, the first team here, I'm going to call this my A team, guys. This will probably be my go-to team. As you can see, I've got a nice ducklet there that I caught not too long ago. Was that just a couple of weeks ago? I caught this little guy, and the IVs were looking pretty nice on it, so I said that'll go perfect for the Element Cup, because as you all may know by now, Ducklet is the king, or will be the reigning king of the Element Cup. It's ranked number 1 on PP Poke. We'll dive into that a little bit, but for my A team, guys, I've also got Chikorita in the lead, running Vine Whip, Body Slam, and Grass Knot. That is the recommended moveset, and I do agree with that moveset. But if you're noticing something kind of funny on Vulpix, which is also going to be on this team, the recommended fast move on PP Poke is Ember. Now that's where I diverge a little bit, guys, and I'm gonna dive into that and explain why. I am gonna be running Quick Attack on my Vulpix, guys, and here's why. You flip a lot of matchups. If you're dealing neutral damage to just about everything, you know. I mean, if you run into a Ferrothorn, you might be out of luck, but still, it still beats Ferrothorn because it has Weather Ball. But guys, Quick Attack is going to flip a lot of matchups. Now hear me out. I'm gonna dive into this after these showcases here and after I explain a little bit. But running Flip Attack on your Vulpix, guys, you're going to be able to flip the mirror matchup and win that. You're going to be able to beat out Seal, which you might run into. And you're going to also flip the Growlithe matchup, guys. So definitely, that's what I'm personally going to be running. If you guys want to run Ember, by all means, go for it. But I'm going to recommend running Quick Attack. And it's actually a clone of Wing Attack. If you guys have ever run Pelipper in the Great League or Golbat, you'll know how good of a move Quick Attack or Wing Attack is. So Quick Attack is a clone of Wing Attack. Deals 5 damage and it generates 7 energy. It's a clone of Wing Attack, only you're doing normal type damage. So you'll get to those body slams really fast. What is that? 5 turns to a Weather Ball or Body Slam. So you'll be very spammy and you'll be able to flip a lot of matchups that you otherwise would not be able to flip if you were just running the recommended Ember fast move. So yeah, this is going to be my go-to team. I'm so excited to run this team. It's a team that I thought long and hard about, you know, since Ultra League started. I started getting ahead of it a little bit and thinking about what teams I might run for the Element Cup, and this one is going to be my A team. I'm affectionately calling it my A team, guys. So let's dive into my rationale for this moveset. Also, Bubble Beam on Ducklet, guys. I'm rather than running Aerial Ace, I'm going to be running Bubble Beam because you also flip a lot of matchups that you otherwise, I mean, Ducklet's going to dominate no matter what. But guys, if you see on this graphic here, to the left, you've got my recommended movesets on these 3 Pokemon, and to the right, you've got the PV Poke recommended movesets. So as you can see in the Ducklet matchup, if you run Bubble Beam on your Ducklet rather than Aerial Ace, what would normally be a toss-up, you actually flip that matchup running Bubble Beam. And let's see, you flip the Slowpoke matchup running Bubble Beam, guys. You actually end up winning that. It's a close win, but it's a win nonetheless against Slowpoke, which you will see a lot of. We just got through that event where Slowpokes were everywhere. I'd imagine you're going to be seeing some Slowpokes. So running Bubble Beam rather than Aerial Ace, you'll flip that matchup and win that. You'll also flip the Slugma matchup. You can see the PV Poke side, you get a narrow loss against the Slugma running Bubble Beam. You flip that and you win it running my recommended Bubble Beam moveset. And with Vulpix, you end up, let's see here, you will flip the Seal matchup, guys. You're going to flip that matchup. And what else do we flip here? Tentacruel. Well, no, I'm sorry. I missed all that. Growlithe. They're a little out of order here. Forgive me. You flip the Growlithe matchup, like I mentioned, and running Quick Attack on Vulpix. So yeah, I'm rolling with Quick Attack on my Vulpix, guys. You guys go ahead. By all means, if you want to run Ember, go for it. No big deal. But if you want to be big brain about it, like I am most times, I'm going to be running Quick Attack, and that's what I'm going to recommend. All right, guys? So let's see what we got up next here. And guys, before we move on to the second team here, guys, be sure to stick to the end because I'm throwing in a bonus budget team that is very accessible that'll still do very well. But yeah, so team number 2, I affectionately call this the AntiDucklit Team, guys. And that's because we've got Bulbasaur here. I'm going to run Bulbasaur in the lead. Shadow Slowbro or regular Slowbro. Now, Shadow Slowbro has a narrow loss to Ducklet, but regular Slowbro, which were everywhere not too long ago, just a matter of days ago, guys, actually beats Ducklet. And obviously, if you guys don't know by now, Chinchou just absolutely dominates Ducklet with that water flying typing. It's double weak to electric type attacks. And Chinchou is just going to be the anti-Ducklet Pokemon, guys, and you might run into those. But yeah, I do have a Chinchou. I've got a Slowbro and a Bulbasaur, as you can see there. Nice little Bulbasaur, decent IVs. Decided to power it up. I will be using it for this cup. And Bulbasaur is looking like the number 2 grass type behind Cottony. Which is kind of weird because I believe it actually beats Cottony. But, so yeah, let's dive into this team a little bit, guys. Bulbasaur has a narrow loss to Ducklet, but it comes down to shielding scenarios and baiting and whatnot. Slowpoke, like we said, has a narrow win over Ducklet, and Chinchou just absolutely dominates. And, Bulbasaur does beat Cottony. Slowpoke and Chinchou lose to Cottony. Cottony is the number 2 Pokemon in this Element Cup here, guys. And Bulbasaur in the mirror, it's a toss-up, but Slowpoke does have a narrow win over it. And if you come up against another Bulbasaur, it's going to be Chinchou will be losing. Chikorita, Bulbasaur beats Chikorita. Slowpoke loses. Chinchou's just going to be losing to all of the grass types, guys. The electric type moves are not effective. They're resisted by grass types, and the water type Bubble Beam is also resisted. So any grass type that you may run into will be absolutely walling Chinchou. So that's why we've got Bulbasaur and Slowpoke on this team. Bulbasaur will beat just about every single other grass type, and most of the grass types that you run into will have that poison subtyping. So Slowbro will just melt away those poison grass types. So this is the team number 2. I'm calling it the AntiDucklit Team, guys. But let's see what we got up next here. All right, guys, up next we've got a team consisting of Cottony, which is the number 2 overall ranked Pokemon in the Element Cup, guys. And we've got Shadow Growlithe as our safe swap and Chinchou in the back, guys. Okay, so the thought process behind this team is if you run into a Ducklet lead, you safe swap into Shadow Growlithe, and you might be thinking, well, that's kind of crazy. Growlithe, that's a fire type. Ducklet's a water type. Why would I do that? Well, Shadow Growlithe actually beats Ducklet. Would you believe that, guys? It's crazy. Just the raw damage of it being Shadow. It's already a pretty attack-weighted Pokemon as it is, but adding Shadow, that 20% buff to your attack, just puts it over the edge, and it actually edges out Ducklet in the 2 shield, I believe. So yeah, and of course you've got Chinchou in the back as well, which can more than handle Ducklet. And Charm in this type of format with a max CP of 500, I mean, Charm is just you're gonna be melting things away like it's nothing. So that's why Cottony is so powerful in this meta. And you don't have to, I mean, the second charge move is relatively cheap. I mean, it's only 10,000 dust, but you really don't have to. You can just run Seed Bomb. You'll get to it a lot faster running Charm. But hey, if you want to go all in on Cottony, by all means. I mean, that Grass Knot's going to be hitting hard. You'll be one-shotting a lot of things with this sort of format of a max CP of 500. I mean, by all means, go for it. It's only 10,000 dust. But if you're low on dust, guys, and you got a Cottony kicking around, I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you. But definitely Seed Bomb no matter what as your charge move. If you do have Grass Knot on it as well, you get some nice baiting opportunities. But Charm is just such a slow move to charge. I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point. But yeah, I don't anticipate using Growlithe. I just think Vulpix has so much more utility. I think it's a little bit bulkier, but yeah, Shadow Growlithe is gonna be wrecking house in this Element Cup, guys. So let's move on to my bonus teams. My bonus budget team, guys. I wanted to throw in a team that was accessible to just about everyone, and this is a team that is very budget friendly as well to build out. If you don't have a ton of dust, but you still want to participate, this team might work for you. It's a budget team, budget/accessible team, yet it's still very effective. So let's have a look at that. So yeah, guys, here it is. We've got 2 variations of this budget/accessible team that will allow just about anyone to participate in this cup. So it consists of Bulbasaur in the lead, regular Slowbro as your safe swap, and either Growlithe or Vulpix in the back, guys. Okay, so this team, the reason why I say that it is very accessible is because we just got through that Slowbro event, or Slowpoke event. Slowpokes were everywhere. I'd imagine you guys have at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 like I do, kicking around in your Pokedex. And right now Growliths are out in the wild, guys. I already caught like 3 or 4 today. They're out in the wild, guys. They're pretty accessible right now, and so is Bulbasaur. If you've already evolved all of your Bulbasaurs, if you don't quite have one kicking around, they're out in the wild as well. So plenty of time to catch a Bulbasaur or a Growlithe that is low enough CP to qualify for this Element Cup, and very effective team comp as well. Bulbasaur beats all of the grass types. You can edge out Ducklets depending on the shielding, baiting scenarios. Slowbro will take care of those grass poison types, which is primarily what you'll see if you do run into a grass type. It will most likely be a grass/poison type, i.e. Bulbasaur or Oddish, So Slowbro will more than handle those poison/grass types with that heavy confusion damage. It'll also beat Ducklet, guys. Regular Slowbro, the non-shadow form of Slowbro, beats Ducklet. And Growlithe is very attack weighted. I prefer Vulpix as my fire type, guys. Running quick attack. You can run Ember if you want as well. But the Growlithe has a heavier charge move, a flamethrower, and you'll be running Ember as your fast move, so you'll get that nice fast move damage with stab from Growlithe. If you run it, you'll definitely be running Ember on it. Just last season they buffed Ember to do more damage, so very solid team comp, very budget friendly, very accessible, guys. That's what I wanted to do. So if you stuck around till this point, you're getting an insight into a nice accessible team that will allow you to have some play in this Element Cup, guys. It'll be alongside Master Cup or Master League. So if you guys don't have the Pokemon for Master League and your only option really is this Element Cup with a max CP of 500, I mean, if you don't have too many Pokemon that match the CP limit, this team with either variation will, I think, do the trick for you. Like I said, it's very accessible. We just had the Slowpoke event. Bulbasaurs are out in the wild. Growliths are out in the wild. I threw in Vulpix just because I have one, and I prefer Vulpix over Growlithe just for the utility. But if you don't have a Vulpix, Growlithe works just fine. So this is the bonus budget/accessible team that anybody can run in this Element Cup and have I'm not going to say massive success, but have very good success in it. And you'll want to be doing this Element Cup, guys, because remember the Stardust rewards are ×2 for this cycle of Master League/Element Cup. So you'll definitely want to be participating. And plus it's just fun. It's just going to be fun, guys. I really enjoy it. But let's do a quick little wrap up and we'll have a look here. All right, guys. So here's the rundown. I've got PV Poke up here on the far right. Just scrolling through the rankings here in the Element Cup. But I wanted to do a quick review of what we went over, guys. So my A team, my number one go-to team in this league is going to be at the top left. It's going to consist of Chikorita, running Vine Whip, Body Slam, and Grass Knot. Vulpix as a safe swap, running Quick Attack, Weather Ball, and Body Slam. And good old Ducklet in the back, guys, to close. Man, Ducklet's going to be a monster. I mean, who the heck gave this thing Brave Bird? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? It's going to be so much fun. But yeah, I like my A team because of the utility. Chikorita has great matchups in this cup, and so does Vulpix, and Ducklet just beats everything except for Chinchu. Pretty much. So that's going to be I think that's going to be my go-to team. If I'm falling behind a little bit, that's going to be it, guys. And up next, my AntiDucklit Team, guys, is also going to be super strong in this meta. We've got Bulbasaur in the lead, running Vine Whip, Sludge Bomb, and Seed Bomb. Going to be super spammy with that Vine Whip fast move, getting the Seed Bombs. And it's going to provide you some excellent bait opportunities, especially against opposing grass types. Slowbro, you could either go Shadow or Regular. I have a Shadow and a Regular. I'll probably run the Shadow just for that raw damage from Confusion. I don't know if you need to, drop the dust on a second move. I mean, Psyshock is going to be doing plenty damage, and it's relatively fast to get to. And on this team, you got Chinchou as well to handle those Ducklets. And the next team has Cottonee running Charm, Grass Knot, or Seed Bomb, or both. Definitely want Seed Bomb, for sure. You'll get to that move the fastest, and it's going to do plenty of damage. Shadow Growlithe. If you don't have Shadow, you can use the regular Growlithe as well. Like I said, they're out in the wild. Runs Ember, Flamethrower, and Body Slam. And Chinchou is on this team as well, again, to handle those Ducklets that you will definitely be running into. And then we've got my budget team at the bottom there. Either variation, I think it will do very well in this meta. It runs Bulbasaur in the lead. Conventional recommended moveset, Vine Whip, Sludge Bomb, Seed Bomb, along with Slowbro, regular, because regular Slowbro beats Ducklet, and either Vulpix or Growlithe, guys. And that's going to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But as always, guys, I thank you for watching.